Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Brok'n Barstool podcast. I'm Juan Contreras, your host, and as always, my right-hand man, Orlando Venegas.
What up? And this time with the belt in the proper place.
Fuck you. I'm coming back for that belt, dude. Just wait. I'm coming. But anyway, this episode, today we're accompanied by two fine gentlemen across the table from us. We're going to go ahead and introduce Caesar. What's up, man?
Hey, man.
That
I
works?
was gonna be like, good to be here.
That's fine.
Thank you for having me.
That all works.
Yeah.
And Tyler, I have to make a serious mental note because I keep trying to say Taylor. But anyway, welcome, Tyler.
What's up?
Thanks, man. So, this episode here, as you can probably tell by decor if you're watching this online, this is very EDC'd out.
Yes.
Why is that, Orlando?
Because the three of us here, except for him.
Yeah, except for me.
We all went to EDC. It happened just this past weekend. I don't know when the episode's actually going to come out, but for us, it's literally the Tuesday after. Me and Tyler just got back actually today from Vegas. And then Caesar's already been back for about a day now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so tired.
So,
Same. Still fucking tired.
one of the main reasons that we did that we're bringing these two guys on is obviously to talk about EDC because I mean in our previous episodes we talked about the impact of music and the different really the different emotional effects it has on you, and this is one of the biggest musical festivals in the world and in the country as well.
I think EDC is actually like the biggest electronic music festival in North America.
Yeah,
So
in North America. Yeah, I think.
Beaten mainly only by like Tomorrowland or in Europe.
Didn't they have an EDC in Brazil?
They have EDCs in
That's
Mexico.
South America, but
They have EDCs in Mexico, Tokyo,
Yeah.
Orlando,
Mm-hmm.
and they have one in Europe.
Yeah.
and then obviously the one in Vegas where you guys were,
This is the biggest one. This is their main
festival.
their main festival.
Sick. So, yeah, this is one of the episodes that it's definitely going to be nudged in that direction, but not only just talking about EDC, but the different things that that festival will kind of bring to you as far as like the connections and the emotions that it will kind of bring out in people, you know what I mean? And I want these guys' firsthand experiences.
Bro, the emotions that came out of this, because this is mine and Tyler's first time. Very first time ever going to EDC or, the episode in Salt Lake that we had, that was actually my very first, like, rave. And that was, like, nothing compared to what EDC brought you. This place, like, once you step in through those stands, you're on a different fucking planet, dude. You are essentially on a different fucking planet.
And Caesar, you're an EDC veteran, right?
Yeah, I've been there. This is my 5th time. I've gone since 2017, just straight, nonstop.
Yeah, nonstop. What keeps you going back?
Just the energy about it, just all the music, everyone's friendly, the whole vibe of it just kind of brings me in, like washes me towards it.
Yeah.
Also, what started it was there was a show on Netflix called Under the Electric Sky.
I was gonna bring that up at some point. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that in 2014. I made a promise with some of my friends at the time that we were all gonna go that summer, or the summer we turned 21. And I was the only one out of all our friends to go.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
So you just raw dogged it. You just went by yourself.
No, I met up some with other homies that were going, and
Uh-huh.
we're friends. Like we're really good friends now. So like starting meeting two people that I vaguely kind of knew, into like someone that we were pretty close friends with, and we still go to this day.
It's in your inner circle now.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. And Tyler, what did you think of this experience, man?
I mean, this is like my first. I've never been to even like a single rave or anything.
Really?
So
you just went
whole new world.
Fuck.
So, yeah.
You went
straight
balls
to the
deep
top.
on the first go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
You're used to what freaking
Rock concerts.
Yeah,
Rock
like
concerts
I mean, I go to
and,
Warped Tour. I went
Warped
to Warped
Tour.
Tour like 9-10 years in a row. So
Yeah. And this is like, yeah, I've been a
It
Warped
is-
Tour.
yeah,
I've never
yeah,
been
no.
EDC, but I've been in festivals before.
So music festivals isn't new to you, but raves are.
You went from like just the tip to like raw dog and deep
Yeah,
thrusting
and-
son of kind of shit, you know?
Yeah.
Dang, son. But anyway, so just a little side thing as these guys are partying their freaking brains out, I actually was doing something very wholesome and beautiful.
Yeah, nothing against. Oh, dude, there was like wasn't there a guy on the second day? I think after the second day, there's a guy parked on the side of the freeway, and he was like, the sign said, "Turn." It's, something about sin. I forgot. Fuck.
Yeah, so it was something like forgiving your sins.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Your sins won't be forgiven or something like that.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, dude.
turn to Jesus and everything.
Yeah, like right at the entrance of the
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
no,
right
yeah.
at literally
Literally.
right at the exit. Like as soon as you turn off onto the freeway, he just has his van there with this big ass.
He's
sign.
like, Jesus knows what you did.
Yeah,
Exactly, dude. That's fucking hilarious.
Oh man. No, but actually, while these guys were living it up in Las Vegas, Megan and I were actually celebrating our 6-year anniversary in McCall.
Congrats, guys.
Thank you. But it was an amazing weekend. We spent 3 days, 2 nights in McCall, right along the Payette Lake, and it was great. We had an amazing time. Had some great food. Went on some hikes. Experienced nature, and it was a good time. Like. I am a little bit jealous. I'm a little envious of you guys, I wish I could have been there, but here's to the next one. And excuse me, I can't wait for next year. So
I've
I
already
get the
told Megan
opportunity.
we have to go.
Yeah, I know
I-
she's on board.
We-
Is it always the same fucking time? I guess our anniversary is going to be in EDC next year.
So it used to be when I went on 17. It used to be in June, but then they moved it to May,
Yeah.
and it's been in May since then.
Oh, okay.
So not every time it's been in June or in May, but recently it's been.
recently, and it's probably gonna stay that way unless.
It has its pros and cons. Like it is a little bit cooler, so because like in June it was like 90, almost hitting
Fuck,
100
yeah.
degrees at night.
Yeah, dude, that's the terrible thing. So, like, I mentioned this on the podcast before, but I went to Paradiso. You heard of Paradiso?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I went to Paradiso, and we camped. And it was at the end of June. It was like June 22nd through the 23rd or something like that. I can't remember the exact dates. But it was at the end of the June, and it was hotter than fuck, dude. It was so hot. I remember it like not being able to sleep in the tent because like at 6 a.m, dude, it was already like almost in the 90s. It was like high 80s, and they would peak at like 107, and you're just sweating, dude. It sucks so bad, and everyone is drinking the entire time, and like everyone's super dehydrated. So like you literally have to like lay down on the grass and just like pound water, or else you're gonna die.
I don't feel like we ever had an issue with water the entire time.
Yeah, no, I mean like the hydration, like the water
Hydration
stations and
stations,
everything.
yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, when they first open that up and you go in there, it's like super packed. But like
Obviously.
within probably like an hour or two, I'd say like it really dies down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you
get
wait like
water.
an hour, and don't get water like right away, you'll be able to get up there like really fairly quickly and get out.
Yeah, no, it was totally different because I mean, obviously June is like, it gets pretty hot, but okay, so let me switch directions on it. How were your guys's like living accommodations? Where did you stay,
I
Caesar?
stayed at a hotel, the Hara Hotel. It's the
Was
first
it
time
like
I stayed
full
there.
of other ravers and
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So you walk down like at the time everyone's supposed to leave, and you see like half naked people just walking around the casino floors, just minding their own business.
because they already know, everybody already knows where they're
Yeah.
going. Where did Tyler and you, Orlando, where did you guys stay?
We stayed at an Airbnb. Really, just the whole apartment. Loved it. It was pretty nice, except for the AC worked half the time.
And it's
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the guy had like a smart thermostat, and
Yeah.
so he could control it only, and nobody else could.
Oh, that's
Because it would just
bullshit.
randomly come on like the middle of the day, the middle of the night, like
When no
and
one's there.
Yeah, yeah.
That's fucked.
Like we get there, it's super hot. We'd be there for probably like an hour or two, and then all of a sudden you hear the AC start to kick on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
On your way out, you're
Yeah,
like, "Fuck."
right.
All right, man. Okay, I will tell you this though. As shitty as camping was because of the heat, it was a fucking adventure, dude. Like I think if I were to go back to another large festival like that, I think I'd camp again.
So I've been like, I was kind of thinking of that, like, because of price and everything, because I'm kind of I already having ideas, right, for when I go next time, because I want to go back again. I think because they have so EDC has like different packages as to what you gets included with your ticket or whatever. You have your general admission, which I think was like starting $400. And then you have general admission plus, I forgot the price of that. Then you got VIP plus like the camping and everything. That was like $1,000, but it's totally worth it because I think our Airbnb for between the both of us, it was like $600 total. Plus we rented out a car.
That's good.
To transport us to there. That was another $200.
Did you guys have to deal with parking and shit?
Yeah, but it wasn't terrible. But I mean, it's a big ass event. You're gonna have to deal with delays and shit, obviously.
Yeah.
But once you put that all together, including your general admission ticket, you're almost at $1,000.
That's a stout price tag for a weekend.
So it's like, it's worth it to just do the VIP and the camping. 100% because you are given a tent. You're not. You don't have to,
really?
You're not making your own tent. You are given a tent.
That's sick.
It sells out quick though. That's
Yeah.
the one thing. It does sell out quick,
dude. But oh man,
it's totally worth
can
it to
only
just
imagine.
do that versus what we did. I mean, it's you might be able to save like 100 here and there, but it's in the end, I think it's totally worth it because you get a better experience when you're at the campgrounds and you're doing all the
I'll
other
tell
events.
you right now. Okay, so at the campgrounds, this is Paradiso, which is like a quarter of the size of EDC. If that. EDC is massive.
Fuck yeah.
I think Paradiso at the time was like, I want to say like 30,000 people or something like that. And EDC is like what?
150.
Over 150,000.
Yeah, see? That is insane. That is the population of like Garden City.
Fuck.
Dude, that is insane.
Oh, shit. That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people.
All
So-
in that one
just
speedway,
realized
dude. Think about that.
Yeah, so anyway, camping at Paradiso is like absolutely insane. So I can only use that as a reference to, imagine what EDC would be like. So my experience camping at Paradiso is basically like the party never stopped. So in the campgrounds, there was all kinds of food vendors. So like where we were at, we're pretty close to the entrance of like, it was like a quarter mile or like a third of a mile, like walkway to the actual entrance of the venue because it was on the gorge.
On the gorge.
So there's like a general store that's got like all your anything you really need, and then there's all these other vendors that sell food and all kinds of shit. But the rest of it is like a massive campground where people either tent camp, they have like overlanding shit. There's people who bring RVs, and everyone is going absolutely nuts. And it does not stop, dude. It's like music, blaring, like EDM music going 24/7. And you're walking around, and everyone's inviting you over to their own little party area with like 4 or 5 camp groups, and everyone's like, "Oh, come over here!" And like you're just kind of like, here was my experience, and actually, it's kind of a funny story. So, at the time, I used to chew tobacco, and I was walking with like the people that I was with, like my group. And I was walking in the front of the group, and I had just packed a dip in, and someone had said something to me, and I turned around to answer them, and I was backpedaling, and since I needed to spit, I wasn't going to spit towards the people, right? So I turned my head, and I spit behind me as I'm backpedaling, and I spit on a girl who was walking across the path, like she's like going, like she's crossing the path, like away from us, and I turn and I spit. And she just looks over, and it's like all up her arm, dude. And she's like, "What the fuck?" And I turn around. I'm like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." And her buff ass boyfriend, who's like 6'4", jacked as shit, but in a G-string. And I was like, I feel weird. Like, do I fight you or I know I'm gonna lose, but still, like, this is weird. And he's like, "What the fuck, bro?" And I was like, "It was an accident. I'm sorry." He's like, "That's disgusting." And I was like, "Okay, that's disgusting. You're wearing a thong." But anyway, so that was my experience of that. But walking through the campground is just like people everywhere, and they all have different parties. I know I was just walking through, and someone's like on top of an RV, and they're like, "Shotgun," and I'm like, "Oh shit!" And they'll throw like a beer at you, and you just and you shotgun, you shotgun a beer, and everyone's like, "Yeah," and the music's blaring, and then they're like, "Come over here," and they're like limbo, and they got like limbo bars set up, and you're like limboing through.
There's definitely not enough space for that at fucking EDC.
Yeah, well, no, you're straight up like asshole to elbow with everyone there too. Yeah. But it's just insane. Like, everyone's super super nice until you spit on them. But I mean, the whole general vibe of the place is like just happiness and positivity and friendliness, and it's cool. Like, everyone looks out for each other, and that's what I absolutely love about EDM festivals. Even though I would say right now that I'm not the biggest like bass head or anything, I just genuinely enjoy people's company who are kind, and I think that's what EDC kind of embodies, right?
Yeah, it definitely does, for sure, 100%.
Yeah, there's a lot of times that I would just be walking, and there'd be someone either passed out or something. There's like always people like walking towards them and helping, and be like, "Are you okay? Do you need help? Like, do they find people to like come and help them?" Yeah. It's always not like every man for themselves, like rap concerts or festivals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing is too is like if you accidentally like bump into somebody or they bump into you, like
They're
almost everybody's kind of like, "Oh, hey, sorry, like I didn't mean to do that." Like, having gone to Warped Tour so many times, like if you bumped into somebody, like
they'll punch you.
You were like 5 seconds away from a fight.
Yeah,
like I remember that.
Yeah. No, absolutely, dude, and that's something that's entirely unique to the electronic scene.
Yeah,
and I think it's something that could definitely be like adopted by other genres. But I think it's extremely unique, and I absolutely love that. That's what they embody. But let's get into the day's events. Let me know what it was like for y'all in day one, starting with Caesar.
On Friday, what did I do Friday? Friday, we just kind of got we checked into our hotel, and then it was like around 1. And we started like getting ready for it. So it usually takes about like an hour and 2 to drive to the actual event, depending on traffic. Because sometimes it's pretty light, sometimes it's pretty heavy. Generally, I just take the freeway all the way over there. So I've seen like kind of the best way to get there.
Yeah.
But everyone has their own little secrets.
Yeah.
But once you get into the event, you kind of go at awe, walk around everything, get familiarized. There is so many things to look at.
Is it different every year?
Every year is different. There's different themes. The main stage kind of stays consistent for 1 or 2 years, but then changes every other year.
Okay.
So it changes. All the stages are different every year, kind of. There's art cars and stuff you could walk. I say, like, usually you just walk around the first day. And then it's not until you get to your actual, like, time sets that you start watching sets. First, I think I started watching Soft is Hard. That was a pretty good one. I like that show. I'm trying to remember who else I saw Sunday. Friday was kind of blurry. Friday was too hard of a day.
Did you like pregame or something?
No, I didn't pregame. It was a lot of drinking in the venue. which is very expensive. So
Yeah.
It's stupid expensive.
it's dumb expensive. Yeah, usually we're in there, we're vibing, we just walk at sets. I don't really remember much of Friday.
How'd you get to Vegas?
How did we get? I drove there, so
You
I
drove
drove
there,
8
yeah.
hours from Twin to Vegas. It was not a good drive. It's long
Yeah.
By yourself?
by myself. Yeah,
Dude, really?
yeah, by
Yeah, you
myself,
did it
just
by
8
yourself.
hours straight.
Fuck that.
Yeah, yeah. The excitement to get there gets you going. So it was definitely just being like, yeah, let's get there. Let's fucking.
Yeah. Dude, I bet the way back was terrible. You're all out of serotonin.
Yeah, my serotonin's gone.
Yeah.
My will to live's disappeared. I just don't want to get back to work. I'm thinking about just taking a right here and just like,
This is it. Game
This
over,
is
buddy.
it. I'll see you in EDC heaven, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, that's what's up, man. What about you, Tyler? Day one.
Day one, I mean, I feel like we stayed. I think we were up for most of the day.
Yeah, we were up for
still.
most of the
like,
day.
That was
That was
probably-
our first mistake.
Probably a
Did
mistake.
you guys raw dog day one, like tired as hell?
Yeah, like we by
But
the end of
By
day
like
one.
3 or 4 in the morning, we were like
Yeah,
barely staying awake in this fucking sets while this fucking music is blaring, and it doesn't help. I grew up Mexican as hell because I was trained to sleep in loud ass environments.
That's what's up. What stood out from day one? I know. I mean, being your first time there, everything probably stood out.
yeah. I mean, because like I'm used to Warped Tour where there is a lot of stages like this, so
Yeah.
that wasn't like really anything. But I'd say mostly like just the amount of people. Like you guys said, how there's like 150,000
It's over
plus
150,000.
everything like that. Like just how many people when you actually like walk
Dude,
out and
that's
you just see all these
insane.
people. You just see like all the crowds like mixing and everything like that.
Okay, so that's actually like 5 times the amount that's in Twin Falls.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. And it's all in that little speedway.
That is crazy.
It's insane.
Damn, y'all probably got the bug, huh? Y'all probably
You got something.
Dude, we got something. We brought back something.
y'all probably got the bug.
You're like, "Dude, we didn't do any screening before this, so I'm not
Oh
even
man.
gonna
so,
say."
welcome to the last episode of the
It's like, it was nice rolling with you guys.
Yeah. No, that's awesome, man. Like, what set were you excited to see day one?
Day one,
Easy.
I would probably like, are you talking about who was playing on day one?
Day one.
Like,
Just
who I
day
wanted
one.
to see?
Yeah, yeah,
Just
just,
day
just
one.
day one.
So like just day one, out of everyone that I had seen on the list, I feel like Porter Robinson was probably one of the tops for that.
Dude, hell
from what I
yeah,
remember.
Porter Robinson's
Same
the
with
shit.
Porter Robinson.
I think
saw
that would
Porter
be my
Robinson
biggest
before,
one on
and
day one.
that was more like trancy,
Yeah,
but I was like so fucking like sucked into the performance
Oh,
and
yeah.
like the light show. I was just like wide eyed. Oh my god. You know, like that's Porter Robinson's fucking awesome though.
Fuck yeah, he was.
Yeah,
He
but
was.
I think the one that I actually enjoyed the most that day was probably Soren. Like we just kind of like accidentally stumbled into the Wastelands because we
Yeah.
were just going to check out all the stages.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was like
And like we just kind of like happened to show up at his, and we just
Yeah.
stayed for the rest of it because it was just
That's
good.
sick.
That's why I always recommend just like taking a couple hours every day to just walk around, because you'll
Yeah.
find an artist that you've probably never listened to, and you'll like them,
hmm
and
Yeah.
then you get to see a bunch of random little scenes that happen in EDC.
Yeah, and like I was reading an article and there's like a bunch of different hidden things in EDC.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
hmm
Before we go that far, Orlando, what was your day one's top experiences?
Well, I guess I want to get into it a little bit more in detail. I actually want to start with our travel there with me, because me and Tyler actually traveled there together. We flew there.
Oh yeah.
We here it goes. So we flew there. We flew out of Boise to Santa Ana, which is like just south of LA, and we had a bunch of options on the flight list. We picked this one because
Price?
one was price.
Yeah.
2 was because we were allowed to spend a few hours in Santa Ana, and he's never really been in California. So I was like, dude, let's just...
You guys were looking for flights that actually had layovers.
Yeah. This one purposely. For
Huh.
sure. So...
I think like it didn't start out that way. We were just looking for like the least expensive flights,
And,
Yeah.
then,
and we were realizing that everything like that's going to be the least expensive is going
Has
to have a
a
long
heavy duty layover.
yeah, true.
And I mentioned to Orlando, I was like, he said something about there was, I think originally it was supposed to be L.A. Was where we were supposed to have like a layover, and he's
Yeah.
like, we'll have like 8 hours in L.A. or something.
Dude, that would have been sick. I remember I think he was with me at the time when he was trying to figure that out. I think that
Oh
was-
yeah,
that
that's
was-
when they
yeah.
canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they canceled, and we're like, okay, so now we're going to Santa Ana.
Yeah.
But it's still we were in this really cool environment. We just hung out. We did some sightseeing over there. It was pretty cool. And then we had our connecting flight from Santa Ana to Las Vegas by Spirit Airlines.
That was fun. That was
yeah,
Spirit Airlines. Tell me about Spirit Airlines.
ass.
They're fucking terrible. All right, they're. So first of all, okay, we get there, and we get there in a really good amount of time. I think we got there like 2 hours before.
Oh yeah, easy.
We get checked in through TSA and everything. We're waiting at their, where the gate's at. We were just waiting there.
Well, yeah, so we were waiting for the flight before to board because all the seats were packed, and so we're like, okay, well,
Did they overbook
they'll
it?
board.
No, so the flight before us, okay, so I guess there was an issue with the plane, and so they
What
never,
the fuck?
so they never got anybody boarded for the flight before us, and so they delayed it, which then took a while for us to get boarded.
I think the most fucked part of that, though, like I have to mention is that like on the board, like when you go up and it says like, oh, your flight's been delayed, your flight's been canceled.
Or it's
They
departed.
literally put that it's already been boarded.
Nah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
these people are all standing there that are like still waiting, and they're like, we're not boarding your guys' plane yet. And then
And then it
just,
changes to departed, and they're like, what the fuck? We haven't departed. We're still out here.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's still out here. And I was like, oh my fucking God, it sounds like a shit show. And I was like, hopefully that doesn't happen to our plane.
well, and then
Jesus
that's the
fuck.
thing is they back that plane out of there without
They-
boarding any of the people onto
Really?
it, and then they board our plane, and they're like, they have people coming up because they're pissed because they're like,
Yeah, like
we've
hey,
been waiting here for this long, like,
Yeah.
and they just backed that plane out, and we're like, okay, next flight, you're getting on.
This is like, okay, so you guys are fucked. Come on down.
The flight before us, I think, was going to Oakland, if I remember correctly. And obviously, we're going to Vegas. And you can imagine that most of us from Vegas, right,
Yeah.
are going to EDC.
Yeah, you guys
Like,
are,
I think
it's like everyone
85% of it was EDC.
bunch of fucking savage animals.
Exactly.
to like
So-
get those animals out of here.
Yeah.
So they fucking board us, right? And then, like, we were supposed to lift off, like, at what, 8 o'clock? Was it 8 o'clock? I think it was like 8 o'clock.
No, it was like 7:20 or something because you got to Vegas around 8, right?
What time did I get to Vegas?
There you go, dude. This is the proof is in the pudding. Just drive by
Yeah.
yourself next time.
Yeah, like
There's no delays.
yeah.
You're the only one to blame if you get delayed.
Yeah.
Well, and I felt bad the whole time because I actually asked Caesar if he could pick us up and take us to the Airbnb. I'm like, because he's like, I have really nothing to do. He goes
Yeah.
like, once I get there, and so we're like, oh, cool. You want to pick us up?
I mean, I could have had things to done. Like
I guess
you
yeah.
know, like,
Eventually,
had
But, I mean,
options.
when I asked before, I had asked you, there was nothing. You said you're like, I'm gonna go down there. My friends are gonna be there.
Yeah.
Did your friends fly?
No, we all drove. Everyone that I know
Drove by themselves. Everyone drove by
Not by
themselves.
themselves. Not by themselves. Some people carpooled. All right, we care about the environment.
Everyone just drove by themselves.
Yeah, I think I got
Just
it.
drove in a line all right behind each other.
Not even acknowledging anyone. Just straight faced.
Yeah, I think I got there like at 9. I'd say like 9
Okay.
This is
Yeah.
AM or PM?
p.m.
PM.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's just say we were supposed to board at 8 o'clock. Okay, let's just call it at that. We get boarded on, and then the next thing I know, like, we got like 2-3 flight attendants literally counting everybody. You know, they're just going like, you know, counting, and they're doing the count and shit 3 separate times, 3 different people, and we're still not boarding, or we're still not departing, and next thing you know, the captain gets on the radio, right, and he's just like, "So sorry for the
Welcome,
delay."
passengers of Spirit Airlines. I'd just like to let you know you are fucked.
Pretty much, dude. But he was like, "Sorry for the delays. You know, we're trying to figure out because there's people on the flight that's not supposed to be on this flight because they're confused of the Oakland thing." And I'm like, "What the fuck?" So we sat there waiting. Here they come back, count another fucking 2 times.
Well,
And
I think the hero of that flight was the girl in the back.
Oh, the
She
girl
just
in the back.
yells out, like, they start to count for, like, the 6th time.
Because
And she's
we-
like, there's fucking 78
No,
of us. I've
178.
counted it 3
178.
times. Yeah.
there is 178. We've already counted. Just get us at
178?
Yeah.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's a big plane.
Yeah, she's like, I personally counted everybody myself from back here. There's this many of us. Why are you counting again?
Yeah.
So, anyways, after the fucking 6th time that they finally counted, it's been an hour. We've been delayed an hour. Our flight was originally an hour, so now, you know, instead of getting there at 9, now we're gonna end up getting there at 10. Dude, it was just a fucking mess, dude.
I was still waiting there the whole time. Just
Yeah.
sitting-
Were you?
Yeah, I was just sitting, just saw like on my phone. I was like, man.
Damn, dude. You guys made him wait in the parking lot? Just like,
No, I was in the waiting area. I'm not gonna wait out. It was hot. It was hot. It was night and it was hot, and I didn't want to be in there, so I went inside.
Yeah, and I mean, the thing was, is they kept telling us, like, over the speakers and everything, they're like, we're going to be taking off soon. And then they're like, hey, sorry, we're still delayed.
We're
And so I was
still
telling
trying
him,
to
like,
figure out the people.
Yeah, I'm like texting him the whole time, and I'm like, hey, they said we're good, we're going to fly now. And then 10 minutes later, I'm like, hey, so they said it's going to be delayed. They don't know how long.
damn. That sucks. But you know what? I've been to the Vegas airport, and I think there's worse places to like, get stuck. Because there's so much shit to do. You could get some food.
But
you
this
could
wasn't
even
the Vegas
gamble.
airport.
Yeah.
You could
We were
gamble.
stuck at the Santa Ana airport.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I'm
but
talking
Caesar-
about him.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
Caesar,
was
Caesar
chilling.
was just
I was
waiting
mad
there.
chilling.
Oh, yeah, no, there's fucking casino in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could gamble. You could get some food. You could drink at like the 10,000 bars that they have in the airport.
Oh, yeah.
You could do whatever. You could hang out.
No, we were stuck at this small ass airport.
Yeah.
In this fucking cramped ass fucking plane, and yeah, no, it was just a mess. Never again will I fly Spirit. Fuck that.
Spirit Airlines. You hear that? You suck.
The proud sponsor of this show.
No, if they ever, I'll be like, no.
This show brought to you by Spirit Airlines. Just kidding. No, that's funny, man. Aside from your traveling snafus, did you have anything that was...
Oh yeah, I guess let me continue onto day one now.
Yeah.
that was just a flight. Okay,
Hold on. Does anyone want a drink?
I'll take one of my beat ones.
I'm out of my mimosas.
Yeah, let's get some drinks going.
Sorry.
I mean, I can make. Oh shit.
You want to make some mimosas?
I can make another mimosa, but as soon as I finish my story.
Here, I could open it.
Okay,
while
yeah,
you-
go for it.
while you
I'm gonna
continue.
pull up my phone real quick just to look at who played day one, just so I can give you a more accurate.
Anyways, let's see. We got to the Airbnb.
Oh, and at the end of this is your test. Just so you just kidding.
he looks sad. He's like, "Fuck."
I didn't study.
I mean, as long as it's not about day 3, it's fine.
No, it's
I'll
math,
get
dude.
most
What
of
the
it, I think.
Checked into the Airbnb. That went great. Airbnb was perfect. Guy was super chill. And then like he said, we were awake, unfortunately, for most of day one, which was a mistake. Don't be awake for most of the day because you're going to fucking need to stay up till like 5 in the morning. By the way, that's when EDC starts, or ends, I mean. It starts at 5 p.m. and ends at 5 in the morning. So it's 12 hours
By the time
of like nonstop, just
Dusk
fucking
till dawn.
partying.
that's still done.
Yeah.
We get into the venue finally.
Good.
That was super cool. Like going in for the very first time, you see all the stages scattered throughout. You know, it's still daylight out, so you don't see the lights as much, but it's super cool. It's like you just see everything because and you can't believe how big it is too. Like, even though we're kind of been downplaying it the entire time, it is a big ass venue. It's pretty fucking massive. Okay.
So it's a big ass venue.
It is. Oh yeah, we went to go see Soren. Very first.
Yeah, but was that the first one?
Well, that was the first one we
I
actually
thought we
stayed.
stopped at the Kinetic Field.
We did stop at Kinetic Field, but I don't remember who the
I
fuck.
fucking
I don't
dig
remember
these
who it
names
was.
too.
Yeah, the names for the stages were sick.
Yeah,
Like Wasteland, Kinetic Field,
Quantum Valley.
Neon Garden,
Base
Stereo
Pod.
Bloom, Circuit Ground,
Pterodactyl
Circuit
Shark
Ground,
Face.
Pterodactyl Shark Face.
Corona was the beach stage,
Yeah,
right?
Corona Beach.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember more.
There's all the cars or
The
whatever.
Parliament
The
car.
Parliament car.
Fucking, I don't remember the other one. I think it's like Boombox card or something.
Oh yeah.
It's like a
something
driving
that.
boombox.
That's what's up.
So yeah, we practically, me and Tyler practically we explored like every stage, pretty much, because we're just like, for the first couple hours to 3 hours, we really had nobody we really wanted to watch. We just wanted to go and explore, and so we did that.
I mean, it's not a bad idea to get like
No.
kind of a map in your head. Of
Exactly.
everything that way. Like if we got lost from each other, like we knew where something was.
Yeah, we
and
could be like, oh, let's meet up here, or
Yeah.
whatnot. Important. Always know where the fucking bathrooms are at.
Yeah,
Know where your water's at.
except on day 2.
One thing these guys didn't really bring up about day one, though, it was stupid windy.
Thank you.
It was ridiculously windy on day one.
Yeah.
And I didn't think it was much of a problem until, well, one, there was like a little incident that happened like at Kinetic Field. They actually had to close down the venue for like, I can't remember how long, like 30 minutes, I think. They had to take down some hanging stuff just in case it fell because of the wind.
Mm-hmm.
They
So-
don't want anyone to get crushed.
Exactly.
It's like you're not trying to pay any medical bills right now.
But they actually had to close down Kinetic Field for a bit, get that cleaned up. From the next 2 days, like especially like day 2, I kept hearing just like how bad day 1 was. I didn't personally think it was that bad, but I guess the wind kind of really ruined the vibe for a lot of people.
Yeah, because also the wind. They also didn't have the fireworks.
The fireworks,
Yeah,
yeah, that was another thing. Is it like always like around 1 a.m, right?
It's usually between 1 and 2.
1 and
That's
2.
what we do,
They'll actually throw out like a bunch of fucking fireworks.
Yeah. He's like fireworks. Yeah.
Oh, fireworks. That's what's up, Mike.
Yeah, they'll throw out a bunch of fucking fireworks. They'll put on a big ass show and everything, but they didn't do it day 1 because of the wind. It was obviously it seems kind of dangerous, right? You're throwing up shit that explodes.
Whatever.
You
What
throw
could
a
go
fire-
wrong?
We're in the
You
middle
throw
of
a
the
firework,
desert.
it's like,
Yeah, what could go wrong?
What are we gonna do? Burn the sand down like
Yeah.
dirt? It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, the dry ass grass that's out there.
It's okay.
Grass? What grass?
No, but I'm pretty fucking jealous of us, of you all. And one of the things that I'm curious about, that I've been wanting to ask, did you guys dress up?
Yeah.
I dressed up for Friday and Saturday or Sunday. I did. My lazy day was Saturday.
What was your costume? or
So
whatever?
it was just like a black Sunday. Sunday was just a black kimono and just black shorts.
All
And I
right.
put some rhinestones on my face because
That's
why
what's
not?
up.
Gotta get in the festival.
Yeah.
And then Friday was just like beige colored shirt with just some floral print on it because the theme's like what was it, like something bloom.
Oh yeah, bloom into something. I
It was
forgot.
bloom something, so I did
Yeah.
flowers.
Some flowers. Okay. That's what's up. What you put on, Tyler? Fishnet? Dude,
Jesus.
pasties? Ooh, that's what I'm talking about.
Did you send him pictures of that?
He's like, how do you get this?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
No, I mean, so for like me, like I guess like I'm a big Simpsons fan, so I kind of stuck with like a Simpsons theme from like 2 out of the 3 days. I had a Bart Simpson shirt.
Oh, word.
The first day, and then I got my some Vans that have just like every Simpsons character on
Rest
it.
in peace, Vans.
What? Is there something I don't know?
No, your shoes just get trashed.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought like Vans went under or something. I was like,
No. Vans is still a stable company. But no, yeah, your shoes get destroyed. So many people walking on them, the sand, the dirt.
Mine weren't too bad actually by the end, and I wore one pair like on.
Well, like the second day, you were like standing there looking at them. My shoes got dirty.
It did, but I mean, like I was able to like just clean it right off.
Yeah, so I had 2 pairs of shoes that I was gonna originally rotate, but I trashed the first ones like the first day, and I'm like, you know what, we're just gonna rock these the whole time.
Yeah,
Just
there's
not
no
gonna run.
there's no reason to fuck up the rest of your shoes.
Yeah, we're like, nah,
Yeah.
no one's gonna know.
The Air Maxes I wore were fucking comfortable as fuck.
Yeah, but we're
Yeah.
comfy shoes. It's a
Yeah,
lot of
Maxes.
walking.
Orlando?
You average like 19, 20 miles every time.
Yeah, 100%.
Orlando, did you dress up?
Yeah, like I went with like a color theme every day. So like the first day I went like kind of like an orangish color. Second day I went with a purple. Third it was more black, but I threw some blue in there.
Fair enough. I dressed up too, just in case y'all were wondering.
Yeah, what was your outfit?
I think I actually wore this shirt.
To be
Still have it on?
haven't changed. No, dude, that's well. I asked because that is such a like a prominent thing that happens.
Oh,
And
yeah.
people get
Dude, they go
crazy with
crazy.
their costumes too. Some of them could be a little bit more provocative.
They were very provocative. They were.
Yeah, I can imagine.
There were some really great to look at.
I think I've seen 1 or 2 people ever like just wear just nothing but paint. It's just
nothing
straight
but paint.
It's
They're just
painted on.
naked
Yeah, naked
with
and paint.
Okay, that's a paint is clothes. Now
Yeah.
I don't think this will get me very far. But yeah, no, I've seen different pictures and I've read different articles and people go nuts. People spend like thousands of dollars. They'll spend like months at a time creating all their different costumes, and some of it's like almost like cosplay kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like they get very, very into it. And I was like, man, that takes some dedication. But at the same time, where else do you see something other than like Comic-Con, obviously, where people get that into what they're going to wear at the event?
Nowhere.
Nowhere. What do you think?
No, you're right. It's nowhere. This is just a unique place.
Raves. And,
Yeah.
Just raves in general, and then
And
just
then like
Raves
like
and
anime
and
conventions,
Comic-Con, yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah.
Raves and Comic-Con-esque things.
Come as you are.
Yeah.
I feel like I definitely have some ideas for the next time I go.
Hell yeah. pasties.
I want to.
Pasties.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe.
Fishnets.
I'm definitely gonna put a little more effort for the next time for sure.
Yeah, dude, I remember when I went to the Paradiso Festival. I was pretty young. I don't think I was even 21 at the time. So I didn't put that much effort into what I was wearing. I think I was just kind of like, I wore like a sleeveless button up with no undershirt. And I had like, I got a hairy chest. So I let the hamburger meat hang out, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, it was just like, I don't know, just like regular printed T-shirts, shit like that. And I had short hair at the time, so I just wore a bandana. And then I remember I was on main stage, and I was like, it was like something heavy. I can't remember what it was, but like me and my buddy were like vibing, and he like grabbed my shirt, and he's like, we're like bouncing with the song.
Like Joe.
Yeah, kind of like that, but it was like, he looked at me and he's dancing, and he grabbed onto me and we're like headbanging together, but he grabbed me like from my chest, and like he kind of ripped a couple buttons, so I was like, my chest is out, but he grabbed on like right on my nipple, and he's like just like headbanging, and I'm like
Yanking on your nipple.
I'm like, hey, let go.
He's like, it's starting to hurt, man.
I was like, hey, dude, you're gonna take it with you, dude. Yeah, so
Shit.
yeah, and I was like, I should have worn a little bit more. Maybe it might have been protected.
Or give him less. That way he doesn't have anything to grab onto.
Yeah, well, now R.I.P. my left nipple, so it doesn't matter. No, it was, that kind of stuff is fun. It's kind of cool to see what people do, and they get very creative, and it's, another way to express yourself, and that's kind of what this whole event is about.
Oh, yeah.
Is like connecting and expressing yourself, and
definitely
being
express
united
themselves.
through music.
I mean, that was kind of the phrase. This is like they do the different phrases every year, or because I know it's just all are welcome here. Was
Yeah,
like,
all their welcomes like
big.
their main
Is it the
like
main
headline.
thing? Okay.
Like, they do that every year.
Okay.
I don't think since I've been there it's changed. It's always all are welcome. They do have a saying, the plur.
Yeah,
Peace, love, unity, and respect. It's
Yeah.
kind of that's how big like.
that's
like, cool with each
across
other is.
all raves.
Raves.
Mhm.
Plur has been like universally known.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's where you actually. So they have like these little beaded bracelets, and they get creative with that kind of stuff too. But just for the explanation, they have these braided bracelets, beaded bracelets,
Yes.
and they have a handshake that's the plur handshake, the peace, love, unity, and respect. And at the end of that handshake, you're interlocked with the other person, and then you exchange those bracelets, and it's called candy.
Mm-hmm.
And the person exchanges one of theirs to you, and you exchange one of yours to them.
Kind of
I've
like
s-
carrying. Sorry, it's like carrying a piece of like everyone you meet with you afterwards. Like
Yeah.
you just have like, oh, like this person gave me this and this person gave me that.
Mm.
It's kind of
Super
cool.
cool. I've seen it done with like the necklaces too, where they do it with like their heads and stuff too.
feathers.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I remember I did that when I was a Paradiso, and I didn't really know what the whole thing was, but I was like,
Yeah,
was
let's
just
fucking do it.
yeah, I remember the girl who did it, like she's like, you don't have any candy, and I was like gummy bears or like what the fuck?
It's like there's a general mission store over there.
I was like, that shit's like $12 here. I was like, of course I don't have any candy. No, she's like, no, like a bracelet. She's like, do you want one? And I was like, okay. Like I just reached over, and she's like, no. She like threw up a peace sign. And I was like, sick. Like peace to you too. She's like, touch the tips, and I was like, ha ha ha. And then so she showed me. It's like the peace signs connect, and then it's like you make a heart with your hands connected, and then you put your hands together, palms pressed, and then you interlocked hands, and then that's when you exchange the candy.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, sick. I don't have anything to give to you. I feel like an asshole. And she's like, no, it's okay. This is your first one. And I was like, dope. So I thought it was pretty cool because you feel included in something like
Oh yeah,
like this. The veterans of these events will take you in and show you the ropes.
totally.
You just got to meet the right people.
What does Warped
Yeah,
Tour
that's
have? Huh? What does Warped Tour have?
Nothing like that.
Nothing.
Wall of death.
Besides,
Wall of Death.
Wall of death.
It's
Yeah.
like the exact opposite end of the spectrum.
Yeah, the Wall of
Nice.
Death. That's it. That shit's
That
badass.
shit's fucking head.
But I mean, even they had that there. Remember,
Yeah.
there was one.
And they
There
mo-
was one.
And they mosh at raves too.
Yeah.
They mosh. It had a wall of death. That was super fun. We weren't able to be a part of it, but
Did you imagine a Wall of Death of 20,000 people?
Jesus.
fuck, someone's dying.
That's like Spartans rushing into battle, dude. And, and then everyone gets fucking stomped.
Anyways, I think my highlight for that day definitely was Matty-On.
Matty-On?
Matty-On fucking killed it.
That's what's up.
Fucking killed it on his set. Day 2.
Day 2. Let's start with Caesar. Day 2.
Day 2 was. See, the thing is, I don't remember like people. Like I forget as it happens. I'm like, who did I see yesterday? Day 2,
I've
biggest
been
highlight.
there 5 times. I've been no fucking
Yeah,
blur
I've been
now.
there 5 times. I'll be confusing different days with like different years. But there's one set that I did see.
I know you went to Yellow Claw. For
Yellow
sure,
Claw was
'cause,
pretty lit. Yellow
that
Claw
was
went
the same
pretty
time
hard.
as Excision.
Yellow Claw was pretty lit. Freaking, I think that's it. Just Yellow Claw was like my main attraction for that day. Saturday, all we did.
Where'd he play at?
Yellow Claw played Cosmic Meadow.
Oh, okay.
So like by the bleachers.
I've always thought like Kinetic Field, Cosmic Meadow were your 2 like main stages, and then Circuit Grounds was like a step below.
I think those are the three main ones.
Yeah, for sure.
Kinetic, obviously the first one, then Cosmic Metal is the second, then Circuit Ground is the smaller of the three big ones. But yeah, what else did I see? And I think day 2, I just kind of walked around more than I did on Friday, because Friday I was like watching Boris, then DJ Diesel, and then Saturday was just kind of wandering.
DJ Diesel, dude, Shaq.
Diesel,
Bro.
bro.
Shaq played on Friday, dude.
How is Shaq as a DJ?
He's pretty good.
Really?
Yeah, I don't. He has a good talent. He goes pretty hard. He has a good variety of music.
That's what's up. I was always curious about that. I was like, man, do you think Shaq's worth a damn as a DJ?
No, yeah, I've seen him a couple times from the previous EDC, and he never disappoints. He gets the crowd moving pretty
I
good.
hope he's better at spinning records and shooting free throws.
He's very.
Because he does it now, and he doesn't throw free throws anymore.
Yeah. What about you, Tyler? Day 2.
I remember because it was DJ Snake. I think was day 2.
DJ Snake.
Was that Kinetic?
Yeah,
He was
at
probably the
Kinetic.
biggest one at Kinetic.
Yeah,
Him and so there was Deroro and Tiesto too.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Tiesto.
Tiesto. Do you guys
We
do
didn't go
Dior
see
on
Tiesto.
Yeah.
Because we saw Excision. That's like his.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Excision.
Excision was
one.
like my number one that I was like, I have to see Excision.
He's all like, I don't care what we do, as long as we see Excision on Saturday,
Yeah.
we're fine.
Yeah, I told him, I was like, if you guys don't want to go see it, like, I'll go alone. I don't care. Like,
Yeah.
you guys can go do whatever you want. I'll meet you after.
Did it
Yeah.
meet your expectations?
First night, yeah. Second night, it wasn't as much because the first night was his detox set, and I feel like it was more like the hard style, like harder stuff.
I
like
honestly thought his day 2 set was much better than his day 3 set.
yeah. I don't know.
He played all 3 days.
No, he played Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday and
Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Nice.
He played at the same time the fucking fireworks went off too. So
Yeah.
it was pretty cool to watch that too.
Was he in bass pod?
Yeah, he was
Yes.
a bass pod.
He was in base pod on Saturday. Sunday, he was in
Circuit grounds.
circuit grounds. Yeah.
I do remember bits of Tiesto though. I remember that.
See,
Tiesto
Dude,
was good.
Tiesto's a legend.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
an old school legend.
Fuck yeah, he is.
Day 2 is also we saw Alesso.
Alesso
Yeah.
was
Sick.
fucking
Alesso
sick.
was, yeah.
Yeah, it
Alesso's
was
sick.
it was cool as shit. And then Dead Mouse.
Yeah,
was right after.
Dead Mouse and Cascade.
Dead Mouse.
They,
I wanted to see that.
They
That looks
launched
cool.
what is it? DX5 or something is what they're calling it.
You know
Yeah,
who
or
I
something,
like,
DX5.
who did a really, really great show? Was Martin Garrix. Martin Garrix always.
He wasn't. He
Yeah,
wasn't here.
Martin Garrix always puts on a good show. He's last time I seen him, I think was 2019, and he hasn't been there since 21 or this year. But yeah, Martin Garrix was always one that I would go
Yeah.
see.
Skrillex was the closer on day 2 of Paradiso, and that shit was insane.
Yeah, Skrillex did a special guest like set in Circuit Grounds. I think. I don't know. I missed it. I wasn't there, but he did. He played.
Yeah.
That's sick. You guys saw a lot of big names then, huh?
Well, not all of them, but yeah, we tried. We fucking tried.
Saturday was the one day that me and you actually stayed until like the closing and like everything was finished because
Yeah, we stayed until
the
5:30.
last ones we saw was Bear Grylls back to back with like Company, and I think there was like 2 or 3 other
Artists that were up there with
artists that
him.
were up there with.
Did you tell him, or did you watch the episode? Did you know what happened with Bear Grylls when
No,
we
he
tried to see
doesn't
him?
know.
No.
Oh my god, dude! We tried to watch Bear Grylls, and that's when our buddy Joe was like pretty trashed,
Yeah.
and we actually had to leave.
Oh,
We had
Because
to
he was
leave.
that fucked up.
Yeah, we had to leave, and we carried Orlando, and I had to carry him out in the middle of Bear Grylls' set, and we didn't get to see
Adventure Club.
Adventure Club,
oh.
so it sucked. But I mean, still, it was a good time. But I wish I would have been able to see the whole set because, like, it was going horde.
He's like, we're walking him out, and now he's here.
Yeah, I hear everyone's just like going nuts in the crowd, and I'm like, no, let me back.
He's like, I hate you.
Yeah.
You see, and I think Bear Grylls was actually the only one that me and Orlando saw that he brought out the singer live to do the song.
Oh, really?
Like, and it wasn't just him. It was some of the other people that he was with.
Zed did one too.
Did he when
Yeah.
we were there? Okay, because I know that he brought out Mike's Dead and this other girl, Chandler Layton, I think was her name.
Yeah.
And that was the only time I actually remember seeing a live artist,
Jaws,
singer.
Jaws brought out Snoop Dogg.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he
saw
brought
the
out
video
Snoop
of
Dogg.
that.
That's
yeah.
fucking sick.
Did you get to see that?
Yeah, I was there.
You were there to see
Yeah,
Snoop
I
Dogg?
was
Fuck.
I was like, yeah, there's Snoopy. Snoopy Dogg.
That's what's up, dude. Fucking EDC.
But yeah, I think my first EDC, the biggest highlight of that was watching Metro Boomin and Drake came out.
Drake?
Damn.
Oh, that's fucking cool.
And, like, he just came out, and I just remember, like, we were pretty packed, and then I remember Drake comes out, and just a big wave of space just happens in front of you.
Because
You're
everyone's
like-
rushing.
Yeah, and you're like, I thought we were already packed. Where did all this space come from?
There's more space there somewhere.
People just disappear. Like, they just Drake make
They
people
just fucking
disappear.
float away and shit.
Yeah, like,
Like Dr. Dre.
yes. No, Drake.
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 Oh.
Like,
Yeah,
Drake.
Drake.
yeah. And it was like close to Father's Day, and a bunch of girls were like saying Happy Father's Day to him. It was weird. That's like a highlight of past years.
That's crazy.
Day 2 for me and Tyler started out actually in the merch line
Yeah.
for 2 fucking hours.
For some reason, I thought you were
Christ.
going to say it in the emergency room.
Fuck, it would have been better than staying 2 hours
Oh,
in the merch
Jesus.
line. But no, if you're planning to get merch, I think do what Caesar does. He waits until like the very end.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
It's
I
worth
mean, we kind of missed out on Dioro
Dioro,
because of that.
because of that.
we were standing in line and we had gotten so far that we were just like, we can't leave now.
Oh, did.
But we were like, we were at the shop that's in front of Kinetic Field, so like we still saw like all the drones and everything that were
The
going
fireworks
on.
and
Dude, I saw the
Yeah.
drones as we were driving up, and I'm like, oh, I wonder what's happening over there. And I checked the time, it's the order set. I'm like, oh, fuck, he's playing over there. What the fuck am I doing waiting in this
Yeah.
line?
Damn.
Because I know at first they formed EDC Las Vegas. And
Oh, yeah,
then
that was
the
super
drones
cool.
formed that. And then after that, they actually spun around and formed like different planets and stuff. And that was
Dude,
Oh,
that
so-
is
so-
sick.
It was
Yeah,
super
it was
fucking
pretty
cool.
That was awesome.
Dude, imagine
It was
the
just
power
funny.
build. The big-
It was like the people in front of us were the ones like we're just standing there and the guy just goes, "Holy shit, look." It's like everybody in line
Turns around and looks.
It's like, what? Like, because everybody was like, no, what are we missing?
Yeah.
That fucking blood. I'm not gonna lie.
The drones are new, too. Like, that's not
Oh,
something.
shit.
That only happened on 21 on the 25th anniversary is when I first saw drones.
Okay.
Then after that, I'm like, drones are cool.
Drones are my
they can
friend.
make this stuff. Like, come on, fireworks, step up your game.
Yeah, you're like, fuck a
Yeah,
firework.
for real,
dude.
look at these drones, they're dancing.
That's funny.
But yeah,
though.
we did that. We got some shit. We got some cool ass shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Some of it that's actually here now.
Yeah, what you guys get?
So I bought the fan. I bought the lanyard. Oh shit! I was actually gonna wear this, but I kind of forgot.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking about that like a little bit ago.
Hang on, let me
He
pull it
got
out.
it. Yeah. I got this Millennium jersey.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Bunch of faces.
Yeah. It's got the
I
crowd.
got this.
Oh, I like that.
So it says all are welcome on the back, and then it just has the EDC on the front, and it's like a button up.
Nice. That looks sick.
Kind of looks like a kimono.
I think it's more like a baseball tee, honestly, like a baseball jersey. You feel it?
Oh, I feel the powers of Bruce Lee coming through my veins. Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
It's $70.
He's like, my wallet hurts now.
Yeah.
For me, my highlight for day 2 definitely was DJ Snake, dude. He fucking killed it on that fucking at Kinetic Field. Totally killed it. I think Set was the best one out of that day, out of all the ones we watched.
Still Excision for me.
That's different. That's him. Excision was good though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Excision was definitely number 2. But
Well, and unknowing to us was when that fireworks show happened, and we were just like fucking talking shit because we're like, Excision just took up like 90% of the fucking firework budget. Like, we're like, what the hell was that? Because the fireworks just went for like 5 minutes straight.
Damn.
While he's like right at the same time as him starting. So we were like, Jesus, he took all the fireworks.
and then we found out the next day they do
Yeah.
that all the time, like between 1 and 2.
So you
I'm like,
thought it was only a set?
Yeah.
That's perfect too, because he plays like a baseball usually. So like that's like
The fireworks are right there.
Yeah. You're like, damn.
Yeah,
bro.
we were looking up and we were like, they're still going.
It's
Like,
like big ass fireworks, bro. Like it's one of the biggest fireworks shows you'll see, and it's like, oh fuck, dude, they really like him here.
They really like him.
And then we find out, oh, they do that all the time between 1 and 2, and like, oh fuck, okay, that makes sense now.
Yeah, Disney World has no bill to the EDC fireworks budget.
I think after that, let's see. Like I said, like Tyler said, we stayed there till like 5:30, so we stayed there till closing, like after hours closing. I was dead as shit by the end of the day because we dance and move around the entire time, and by the end of that set, I was looking at my watch like, fucking end it, dude. I don't want to be a pussy and leave early, but just end it, dog.
it was so funny. I just kept I would look over at him every now and then, and I just look, and he's just like looking at his watch again, and I'm like, does he just want to go? Like, he was the one who wanted to come to Bear Grylls. Like, if he wants to go, we could go. But he just kept sitting there staring at his watch, and then finally it stopped, and he's like, let's go.
Dude, yeah, that's another thing I was going to ask you guys about, like the fatigue. Because, like, festivals take a lot out of you.
Yeah, it's a lot of moving, a lot of grooving.
A lot of grooving.
My right hip still fucking hurts. My left ankle still fucking hurts. My muscles, like right here, like right
traps?
underneath, my traps, from headbanging, hurts still.
How was the drive back after 5? I've never stayed that late. I've always left like around.
Dude,
4.
that was a bitch.
That was
but
a bit-
not
I-
the drive itself. Just getting out of the parking lot. Like,
we
not even just getting out of your parking spot. Like, you could pull out. We pulled forward, and we sat there for
an hour.
An hour.
I fell asleep.
Didn't move an inch from that point. Just trying to get to the end of the aisle to get into the.
Is that like a rookie move to stay to the very end?
I believe so because of that. Because
But we wanted to experience that.
Yeah. I've never yet to experience like staying there all day, just because I value wanting to go to sleep and driving there safely without worrying anybody falling asleep, in the wheel.
Yeah.
Than anything else.
Tired.
Yeah.
I was tired.
You wouldn't want anybody to fall asleep at the wheel.
There's one time that we were driving, and then someone was like passing out on the wheel as they were driving down the freeway.
Fuck.
And we're like, yeah, let's not be next to this guy right now.
To be fair, Orlando, the car was parked, so he did fall asleep sitting there. But that was the whole time we were sitting there for an hour. He took like a half-hour nap. I was just sitting there like staring, just like on my phone, just waiting with no signal on my phone.
You're just so you're like reading old text messages and shit.
Oh yeah, service there was shit the entire time. And they supposedly bring cell towers into the goddamn venue.
There are cell towers. If you see them by what is it called? Circuit grounds? The trees? There's cell towers.
Yeah.
Well, the service is still shit.
Yeah, it is very terrible. I mean, it worked out right. Every now and then I'd get text from Tyler. He's like, "Where you at? Let's meet up." And I'm like, "I'm too far gone, man. I can barely read this."
Yeah, Saturday I was wondering what the hell happened because
I was gone.
that was the night that we stayed till the close, and I texted you. I was like, "Where are you at?"
He
never responded, so I was like,
hard.
"I'm assuming he left. Like he's probably gone already."
I left
Yeah,
for sure. I was too with the sauce.
Two with the sauce. I was one with the sauce.
Yeah. But not as bad as Friday. Friday was definitely my worst day.
Yeah. Friday was definitely the most packed day, I feel like.
I think Saturday.
No, not Friday. Saturday.
Yeah.
Day 2. Yeah, I meant day 2.
Friday, like it seemed like you could go to the back of the crowd, and you were still pretty close to the stage.
Oh yeah, speaking about
Saturday, you couldn't get anywhere near the front just by not without navigating through.
Speaking about that, going back to day 1 real quick, when Kinetic Field had to clear, and then there was 7 lines that was supposed to come up next. Me and Tyler actually got fucking lucky, and we just happened to come up to like the line where they had the people wait to go back into Kinetic Field, and that's when we showed up for 7 Lions, and they're like, "All right, come back in." So we were dead ass fucking close to Seven Lions and Porter Robinson.
And then
it was
Porter
super cool.
Robinson came on right after, and so like obviously when like one set ends, like a lot of people will just leave because they're like, oh, I was just here for this person, so I'm gonna head out now. And so like when Porter Robinson came on, we got even a little bit closer.
Dude, we were there. We were like probably 5 rows from the fence line.
From the barricade.
Yep, it was fucking sick.
That's crazy. Do you think that's kind of an issue though with like festivals that are this big? Is like you don't get as an intimate experience as a smaller.
Oh yeah, totally. But that's why there's also smaller stages if you want that kind of experience. Obviously,
yeah, but
it's not big names, but
yeah, that's the issue though.
I don't feel like you go to EDC for like the really intimate experiences though. You go there for the crowd, for the big artists, and mainly just to vibe with other people.
I mean, the other thing to me is too though is like, if it's someone that you really want to see, you'll still get up close, and it still feels like it's still kind of like somewhat intimate because like you're up there and you're really close. But if it's just somebody that you were kind of like passing by, I mean, there's times at Kinetic Field, like you could walk right by Kinetic Field, like the back of the audience, and you wouldn't even probably hear the music like that's coming from the stage. But like it just, I think it would depend more on how much you want to see that person, and you have to go up there to get.
How much
enough.
are you willing to fucking push through thousands of people to get up too close to the stage? If you're willing to go through that, all those people and touching them and everything, then there you
touching them.
Just like,
Don't let this guy in a crowd. Keep away
you're
from crowds.
breathing in everyone's ear. Excuse me.
That's how we got to the front.
Yeah, they're like, oh, what the
That's
fuck?
how we really got up there.
You're like, shit, all right, fuck, I'll move.
You gotta dance your way in there. You just gotta be
Yeah, there you go.
You gotta schmooze your
That's
way
the
in.
best way to get
You gotta
out.
be
too.
like, oh, I'm fucking with it.
Would you just gyrate like,
You're like, fuck it. Hypnotizing everybody.
yeah, hypnotizing everybody.
You're like, get out of my way.
Yeah. And they're like, oh shit, look at this guy. They're
He's
like,
like, he's
oh
with it, let him
damn. And you're just like,
Oh, fuck.
that's
All right.
what's up. Day 3, man.
Day 3.
Tell me about day 3.
Day 3, Dylan Francis. I can tell you everything about day 3.
Dylan Francis was the shit,
fucking
dude.
the shit. He went hard as hell. Zoo was pretty good. Who else did I fucking see?
That's it.
That's
He's
it.
like, all I remember.
That's it.
We went to, what's it called again? Neon Garden together. I remember that.
Who was playing in Neon Garden?
I have no idea.
We have no idea who it was. You just took us there.
Yeah. You're just like, hey, have you guys really gone over here? I'm like, not really. And like, okay, let's go. That's when we were the closest to the fucking DJ too. We were literally a row behind to the barricade on that one.
Oh, yeah. I don't know who it was either. We were just chilling.
He just like looks back at me and he's like, "All right, follow me." He just starts dancing his
just
way
vibing,
through the
bro.
crowd. We're just following him. And all of a sudden, we're right up at the front. We're like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah,
Like,
just
how-
like,
Yeah.
He's like, you saw it in action, dog. I don't know who it was.
damn.
I just wanted to go there because I know they play like pretty good music there. And every now and then I like to just wander.
Yeah, I remember that you had asked us. You're like, hey, "What stage haven't you been to?" And we're like, "We've pretty much been to everything." You're like, "Okay, we're going to Neon Garden," and you just kind of like took off.
Yeah. What else did I see? God, man.
I don't know, because you left after Dylan Francis.
I didn't. I just went to Corona to meet up, and then I went back to that set. But I'm trying to remember who was playing that set because I was during the fireworks.
so you just go with the flow, like, fucking, if the homies want to stay, they can stay. You're just gonna fucking schmooze around, you know?
Yeah, usually like we'll have a meetup spot somewhere specific. So like the Corona Beach was our meetup spot because that's where we met the first night. So every now and then like I just wander back over there. But usually I just like fucking
Yeah, just
like,
kind
going
of
out.
wander around, just
yeah,
checking
this is
shit
good.
out.
You see some weird shit
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, you'll see some weird shit.
Like
For
what?
sure.
Yeah.
Like, I'm curious now. What kind of weird shit?
Let me see.
Do you want me to mention the bench? The picnic table?
Oh, dude! Go for it. Go
That
for
sounds
it.
like a better story.
Go for it.
Well, so
Where were
like
we coming out of? We were coming out of like what?
like it was either base pod. It was
Base
base pod
pod
or
or circuit
circuit
grounds.
grounds. One or the other. We were going to
I think that's
what do you
when we're
call it?
actually gonna go see.
the square.
Oh yeah,
We
yeah.
were
We're
headed
gonna
to
take a break at the square.
We were gonna like look at getting some food. And so we're like leaving, and Orlando was kind of like leading the way, and so I'm just following behind him, and I was just kind of like looking around at everything that's going on, and I look over at like one of the like picnic tables where people are sitting, and there's this guy sitting there, and his girlfriend is like sitting on top of him, and I'm
You
like,
don't know if that's his
I was
girlfriend.
like, yeah, I don't know that. Like, some girl was on top of this guy, and I was like, wait a minute, because I look over and she is like grinding on him, and I'm like, oh, and then I look down and he has his hand and he's pulled her like leotard off to the side, like they were,
Giving her the meat.
yeah. I
They
was
were
like,
fucking doing the dirty
okay,
right there, dude.
like I stopped and I catch up to Orlando because I was like walking behind him, and I
Straight
get
up
next to him
bumping
and I'm like,
uglies, dude.
did you not just see that? And he's like, see what? I'm like, really?
No.
Yeah.
Bro, they're doing the dirty right then and there, bro.
Hell yeah. That's some
No.
shit. That's some
Yeah.
Damn. That's crazy.
I remember.
What's funny is that
on-
there's also security like right there too, and they were doing shit about it.
Yeah.
They're just like, I am not touching those
Yeah.
people.
Straight up giving her the caramel cobra, dude. No
Yeah.
way.
You see, and then day one, honestly, I was surprised about this part, I think. Like, I was expecting a lot more. I only saw, like, a couple times I saw some people with, like, cocaine. And the first group that we saw was,
Probably
like,
because of the wind.
these...
There's like, no, oh my
Yeah.
god.
Well, like, the first group that we saw were, like, these really, like, skinny, like, bone, like, thin... like
Yeah.
white girls with blonde hair,
like
and the one girl, like, she was like out of it. She's like sitting on the ground. She's like rubbing
yeah,
her skin.
yeah,
and
she's
she's
like-
like sitting there, and like her friends have the bag and like has the necklace with like the little scoop on it. And so she's like sitting there, and then she like kind of like didn't even fully extend it out to the girl that was like sitting there like rubbing
her?
herself.
Yeah.
She just like snatched it like super quick and was like taking like a bunch of it. I was like, Jesus.
Dang, dude.
Damn. Nice. It's good times.
They're great times.
That's
I love
funny as
this
hell,
place.
dude. That's funny as hell.
Anyways, let's finish off day
Dude,
three.
those people were mating. Dude, what the hell, bro? Damn.
Peace, love, unity, and respect.
Yeah, well, shit.
They were doing all that.
It's a lot of unity right
I
there.
really wanted. Hey.
Hey. So there's a little bit of weirdness.
Yeah, I
that
saw coke bumps being done like on people's parts, like in the chest and shit, like laying on the grass. Just lazy coke bumps. They're like,
lazy ones.
Yeah,
They're
it's
just like,
I don't know. I expected a lot more of that, I guess. But like I only saw it like really a few times. I don't know if we were too far up in the crowds, I feel like.
or being, having a different, like direction you guys were gonna go. Like you guys really, yeah.
tunnel vision.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure if you were looking for that kind of shit, then you would have
You'd
found
see it a
that
little
shit.
more.
Yeah, I'm sure like weird shit happens around you all the time. You just don't like,
Yeah.
look at it.
Yeah, there's probably like 10 groups of people mating.
Yeah.
You only saw the one.
Yeah, probably, dude. Probably fuckingly. Anyways, how did we start off day three, Tyler?
Oh.
So, mind you, the first 2 days, right? We're like, we're gonna take it easy. We're gonna experience.
Stay there all day.
festival. Like, we're gonna take it all in. Day three, we're like, fuck it.
Well, and so when we'd gone shopping with you and we bought the peach tea Crown Royal ones, we just bought that 4-pack. That's why when I text you and I was like, "Hey, how was that?" and you were like, "They're
shit.
trash." I was like, "Oh, this isn't gonna be good," because we still had all 4. Like we hadn't touched.
Yeah,
them.
we forgot.
And
about
we
it.
were like, shit, we need to drink these. So we pulled up, found a parking spot, and then we just drank both, like, right before we walked in.
Yeah, just fucking down.
And I haven't had, like, anything... at that point, I hadn't had anything to drink in over a year. Like, anything. Like, I
Wow,
maybe
like-
had, like... I think I had one drink before that.
Nice.
And like a few months ago, and it didn't like hit me or anything.
Fuck,
Yeah.
so I
And
just ruined
then
it
I
for
just
you.
drank both
Yeah,
of those.
nice job. You fucked up his sobriety. Good job. What an asshole.
Anti-sobriety. Thanks, dude.
Damn, bro.
And then you
Sorry.
brought him on this podcast by force?
Damn.
The Brok'n Barstool where it's all about drinking.
No, it's not. It's all about having a good time.
Yeah.
You don't have to
With
drink.
drinks.
Just like
You don't have to drink.
Don't grind on each other.
Anyway,
I'll save that for you.
No.
so
And then we bought vapes too.
day 3. Let's get back to that. Day 3.
Yeah, who did you guys see day 3?
Oh, Level Up, right?
That's
right.
hard for me to answer. There's some gaps in my memory that night.
So,
He's like,
You
that's
were-
the
you
only
were
day
part
that I
of the problem
remember.
on that.
Yeah. I didn't know you were sober. I wouldn't have handed you the stuff.
Yeah, you gave me a lot of stuff.
I did give you that stuff.
we started up with Level Up. She's like this
Yeah.
artist we've actually never heard of, and she had a really good set. She was over at the Bass Pod. Her set was pretty killer.
It was kind of crazy because like every other song that she did, she's like, "This is another unreleased song," and I was like, "You have a lot of unreleased songs."
It's like, because you've never been an artist.
That was actually my first event.
No, but she killed it.
But
Though.
yeah, she was really good. She did awesome.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Then we saw Son Holo over at Cosmic Meadow. His music was like more chill and trancey, more like he was putting out more of like a positive message, I would say, more than anybody else for sure.
Like a Linium.
Like Millennium, yeah, exactly. His was pretty fucking good. After that, we saw Zed.
That's always killing it.
Zed fucking killed it. All right, I think for me personally, highlight of the night. Zed was definitely number 1
For day 3.
for day 3. Even though Dylan Francis was there, his set was awesome. It was fucking
Dylan
awesome.
Francis would be mine.
Elenium, which I wish we would have saw him, but it was the same time as Dylan Francis.
Aren't you wearing an Alinium shirt right now?
Yeah, shouldn't you just bought a Dylan Francis shirt or something?
They didn't have any.
No. Yeah, they
All they had was Elenium, and I wanted to see Elenium, but
Same
I
time as
kind of
Dylan
made like
Francis.
a call, like in the moment call, and I was like, I really want to see Dylan Francis.
Dylan Francis lead.
So,
He was legit. He was the shit.
yeah.
And then we ended it with Excision.
Yeah.
By that time,
That's how you closed with Excision?
with Excision. By that time, I had a fucking killer headache too. Yeah,
Which
it
I
was-
did not know.
My
He didn't
head-
say a word to me about that.
I could not headbang anymore. It fucking hurt. All
My
right.
brain was just too smashed into it.
You all have like multiple contusions and shit.
Yeah, I have a fucking developing like fucking concussion right now.
Yeah. Fuck, that's crazy. Did you guys get any rest?
Take a beatbox.
No.
Have you tried the beatbox?
Like during the day or during the
During the weekend.
Well, yeah, when we went after the night. After
I
the,
feel like at the most I got like 3 or 4 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you had to wake up to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wish.
Yeah. Oh, you had to eat.
I don't know if we had the best fuel for the weekend. I mean,
Ten-
it got us through, but
Fried food.
Hot Pockets, Smuckers, Yoo-Hoos,
Uncrustables.
and
Oh
water.
my god.
that's all we ate.
Dude,
all
your
weekend.
guys' intestines are fucked.
It was like the rave
The,
menu right there.
It's great, bro. I made it through.
dude, well, when I camped, we had a little grill. So what we did was we bought like the town before we got to the venue. We bought like hot dogs and burgers and buns and cheese and shit. So we had like full barbecues and shit. We had like chicken, and we like one day we forgot to like close the cooler all the way. Dude. We straight up, bro. We came back and all the meat was gray. And I was like, "Fuck." I guess we're gonna have to
It was
spend
just
like
slow cooking.
$100 fucking for a corn dog today. Cause like it straight up looked like alligator food, bro. It looked like alligator food. It was disgusting. So we had to toss all that shit.
That's fucking hilarious.
But we tried to have like actual food while we were there.
That's what camping is like the coolest. You can bring your own food,
Yeah.
Yeah.
grill it up. get full before the venue and go inside.
You've never been done the camp EDC, right?
Never.
Okay.
I want to next year for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Just camp.
I'm just gonna do it, dude. Fuck whoever. I'm just gonna go by myself at this point.
No, you're not.
You're right.
I'm going with you.
There you go.
And now you want.
There you go.
This whole
Yeah.
planning this.
He's like, dude, I don't plan for shit.
Yeah, I just fucking go. Whatever happens, man.
He's like, the only thing that I do is I ask for the days off, and the next thing, the next 4 or 5 days, that's a mystery.
How I'm gonna get there? I don't know. I just know I'm gonna be there.
I'll get there somehow. Fuck.
I mean, that's kind of how buying my ticket was. Is I was just like, Orlando asked, he's like, you should buy a ticket. I'm like,
He's
bet.
like,
that's
no.
expensive.
He's like, no, it's expensive. And
He's
I'm
like,
like,
it's only $400. And I'm like, yeah, it's $400.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, yeah. And I just sitting there thinking about it for like days. And I just like, I remember all the times Caesar tried to convince me to go with him.
For
And I was
real?
like, you know,
That literally.
I really don't want this to be something that like later on in my life that I'm like, that I'm like upset that I didn't go to and I didn't experience. Cause I'm like, you know, like what if I would have loved it? What if I would have really enjoyed it? So I ended up buying the ticket, and then I told Caesar. and
Must
he
be
got real
nice.
pissed at me.
Must be nice. Fucking, I'd go to your house and we'd watch these fucking rave events and we'd vibe because I couldn't go because of COVID. And now you're going with other people, man.
So
ask me to
betrayed.
go after that,
So
bro. You didn't
betrayed.
ask me to go
Betrayal.
after
fucking
that.
betrayal, dude. Damn.
Damn.
Anyways, I have a very important question.
What's that?
What was your top 3 sets throughout the entire weekend?
Bear Grylls for sure. I'm just kidding.
So Tiesto, we have Zoo, and then Dylan Francis.
Those are your
Most of
top
like
3?
yeah, most of our top 3. Usually it all happened Sunday. Sunday was like the fucking day.
See, like me?
No, your turn.
Because you didn't say anything. You just kind of looked at me funny. But,
So like,
We're still following that same order. That hasn't broken yet.
You just looked at me funny.
well,
just
Juan's
gave-
still looking at him, like, and you just like looked over at me all funny, and
It's
I'm
like,
like,
he gave me
is
the
he
stank
asking
eye.
me?
So
Like-
I'm like, am I supposed to?
Hang on, Caesar. Why?
Why?
Why were they your first 3?
Dylan Francis because my first rave ever, he kind of headlined, and he's just kind of someone that like has been consistent to every rave that I've been to. So it's kind of like
It's like
I
a
feel
homebody.
Yeah,
feel.
we're a homebody like so.
Home team.
And then Zoo is kind of an artist that I've heard before, but not really like
Live.
seen as like his show. So it was pretty cool. He was doing like a fashion show theme, so he had a bunch of like people up on the stage just fucking vibing
Yeah, I
with
saw
him.
the videos of that. That was cool.
Yeah, and then Tiesto's just an OG.
Yeah.
Tiesto's
Tiesto.
an OG, bro.
You know what would have been like insane to experience? You guys know the song Sandstorm?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, imagine they bring that.
Sandstorm in its heyday, bro.
Dude, that song brings me back to like 2006, and I'm in my basement playing with glow sticks. Like, I do the butterfly, dude. Check this out. Fucking Sandstorm.
He's like, little did you know, I started an addiction that lasted a lifetime.
That lasted a lifetime. That's funny.
All right, Tyler. Now your turn.
Top
Top 3 and why?
Number 1 for me would have to be Excision.
Obviously.
Just the Detox set, though, like, in particular. Because, like I said, the second day I didn't really care for it as much. But Detox, Excision, just because I've been listening to Excision since his X-Rated album, which was, like, early 2010s. Like, so it's been, like, over a decade, probably, of listening to him. And so it's just, like, knowing that he was going to be there, like, I was like, I have to see it. And I mean, he didn't disappoint me either day. Just Detox set was badass.
I'd agree. The Detox set was better. For sure.
Yeah. And then next, I'd probably have to say Dylan Francis, too. Like, he's just, I don't know, he's funny. He's just awesome.
He has
on
good
stage.
crowd control. Like,
Yeah.
he interacts very well.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I loved it when he was doing a Party Rock, and he's like, if you don't like Party Rock, you can get the
fuck
fuck out
outta
of
here.
here.
It's just funny.
And I mean, just like his mixes are really good. Like the Black Parade.
The
My
memes he
Chemical
throws in
Romance.
there. is
Yeah,
funny.
like just all that shit. Honestly, it's really hard for me to pick like a number 3. Because like I have the videos of Zed and everything, and I don't remember it all that well. But
I liked it.
like I did like the music and everything. Like I remember bits and pieces of hearing the songs, and so those were really good. But the other thing is like Soren just being new to me anyways. Like I really enjoyed his set too. So I feel like it's kind of a toss up between those two.
I'm also upset that I missed Dioro and DJ Snake, so they would have been in.
I'm upset
shit.
I missed
DJ
out
Snake's
Dioro.
number 3.
That
Never
would've
mind. Bump the other 2 down.
You forgot about DJ
I forgot
Snake?
about that for
It's
a
like
second.
Sword, fuck
yeah.
Sword.
Yeah, no.
Damn, that changed real quick.
Yep. I totally forgot about DJ Snake for a second, but yeah, DJ Snake would definitely be number 3.
Fuck yeah. Squid,
Yes.
what is your top 3?
Well, if you've been paying attention, I did point out 3 sets. Madion, Zed, and DJ Snake. Going into day 2, or actually into day 3, Madion was definitely my number 1. After Zed, though, Madion's still my number 1.
I'm surprised Porter Robinson isn't in there.
No. His set was cool. It was really nice. But it definitely wasn't as captivating or as awesome as those 3 were.
Because I just remember you being a
Yeah, no, like I've
Porter
definitely
Robinson fan.
said it on this podcast. Like I think Porter Robinson is probably my number 1 EDM artist that I listen to.
Well, hell, before EDC was even like on the table for me and you had asked me to go see Porter Robinson. I think when he was like in Boise, you're like, dude,
Yeah,
let's
Salt Lake.
go.
So like,
Yeah, you were like, dude, let's go. And I was like, I don't think I can. Like, it's like a week from now. Like, or it was like the next day. I'm like, I can't really. I gotta go to work, dude. Like,
Like, thanks for the heads up, dog.
yeah.
it was kind of last minute, but whatever. Anyways, and you know Porter Robinson still is, but I think in a live environment, I enjoyed these sets a lot more. Personally, I am a singer. I love to fucking sing along to the sets as they're going on, and you know if the set doesn't have a whole lot to sing along to, just merely to vibe to, I don't connect with it as much. It's not that it's bad. It's just that I love to be able to sing along.
That's
So
interesting
that
because
means it's
that is like a 2 different genre. Like you like either just hearing it or you like to sing along and just like feel
yeah.
everything.
And so I think Madion did that the best for me, especially with his final song. All he did was just hit play on September by Earth, Wind, and Fire, and everybody was just fucking dancing and vibing and singing, and that was fucking awesome. I loved every bit of that. Exactly, dude. He didn't mix it. He didn't do nothing to it. He just pressed play on it. That's it.
Huh.
And just let it go. He just said, this is the best song in the world, and just hit play. That's it.
Just walked away. He's like, "Give me my check."
Exactly. Exactly, dude.
My check.
Zed had a lot of songs to obviously sing along to. You know, they're always number 1 charting or whatever, right? So I love that. And then DJ Snake honestly surprised me. He had a lot of good songs, like recognizable songs that you can just kind of vibe to and sing to, and it was a lot of fun. I loved it. The crowd was definitely feeling it, and I loved it. Especially during Thunderstruck. That was sick.
Yeah.
By AC/DC?
Yeah. He
Yeah,
played
yeah,
Thunderstruck, dude, and it was sick. Oh, and then he played that World Cup song. You know, it goes. And everybody was just going. Everybody was just vibing with it, dude. It was so sick.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But so, would you say that your top out of this top 3 is your top 3 overall, or just for the day?
Overall, for me.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I specifically said top 3 overall.
Sorry, could you say that again?
Oh, shit.
La cagaste, güey.
Like, we said sorry, not Siri. Thing.
No, I said top 3 the whole weekend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of usually because top 3 a day would be like pretty hard.
Yeah.
Actually, nah. There's a lot of people that play a day.
Yeah. I don't
A
know.
lot. Like a fucking
Yeah.
lot. No, that's fucking sick, dude. I think I've always had an attraction to this, and it's kind of like it's come and go in phases. And I don't know, just seeing how pumped up and excited you guys were about this, some newcomers and a veteran, you know, hearing the different stories, it's definitely revamped my my attraction to EDM. So, like, even when I was telling Megan about this, when Orlando was at EDM or EDC, and I was like showing her all this stuff, and I was like, "Oh, this is what he's doing right now." And I showed her like Tomorrowland, and I showed her like clips from Paradiso from the year that I went, and she got excited about it too. She's like, "We should do something like this," and it got me excited again because I mean, you have to be honest. Like EDM isn't something that you want to listen to all the time for most people, but it has its place, and when it hits, it fucking hits, dude. Like it just like fully embellishes every part of that emotion that it's attracted to. So if like you're vibing and you're like headbanging with a friend and he's vibing with you too, and you're just like yeah, and like you vibe with each other, and it just carries and carries and carries. Or if you're like on a road trip and like you hear like something that like Orlando brought up, like something you could sing along to, that's like you feel the emotion of like the freedom. That's something that I remember listening to. One of my favorite songs is was it Yacht? No, it's by Galantis, and we were playing it in my Trans Am with the windows down, just fucking blasting down a country road, and it's just the bass is bumping, you feel it, and like you just feel free. It's like that freedom anthem that's just like, you know, filling your lungs, and you feel like the energy, and it's just insane. But it's one of those things that you have to find a moment for.
Yeah.
For me, anyway.
I personally think like EDM music can pull from every genre the easiest because you can literally mix like Thunderstruck, for example, right, into an EDM beat and it'll sound fucking good. You can do that with a country song. You can do that with a rap song, and put it into EDM, and it'll just if the right DJ finds it right, they'll make it work.
Yeah, no, I just think that it definitely has reignited a fire in me that's, you know, getting me excited about it again.
Yeah, one thing about like going to EDC and going to like raves, it always like sparks up like the fire again.
Yeah.
Like I always like you always kind of like wait for your next rave or like kind of go through your day to day, and then you go to one of these events, and then you just feel like you're alive and you just have no care, no worry, and you're there enjoying your life and just cherishing every second of it.
Yeah, I fuck with that. I really like that.
It's a good time. Go to EDC.
Definitely do it.
I like that pitch.
If you ever get like the opportunity, you know, if somebody asks you, do it.
Just go.
Just go.
You might fall in love.
On that note, Caesar, out of all your years that you've been going to EDC, which one's your favorite?
2019.
19?
That was quick.
2019. It was really big. The fireworks were like amazing. There was not a single bad day at ED that day. Like there was perfect weather, everything. The stars lined up. Freaking.
The stars aligned.
Yeah, I feel like my most
The
memorable
moon
one.
was full.
Who played? Who's the most memorable that you played that year?
So Dylan Francis obviously is the last time he played. Shut up. It's also the last time I saw Excision.
It's all I heard about for a long
Dylan
time.
Francis
It's just
fucking
Dylan Francis
increases.
this, Dylan Francis that.
Tiesto, I saw Tiesto. I saw Zed. I saw most of the big name artists. Someone new that I probably saw was Chris Lake. It's kind of like the first year that I like was introduced to him, and then I feel like he was pretty good. And then fucking Jester GRSTJR.
Oh, yeah,
he's
yeah.
pretty good. He was pretty good that year too. Who else? Yellow Claw. I think this is the first year I heard Yellow Claw too. I think that's all I can remember about that year specifically.
2019. So just everything that you could think of is
Yeah.
was perfect.
Yeah, there was not like a single stressful thing about it. It was just a good time.
That was like right before COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Where does this year rank?
It was. I mean, the wind. The Friday kind of killed it because you only had like 2 full days of fireworks, and then.
But you had the drones, though. You said
The drones were pretty cool, but I mean, I didn't also see them. I was like in the like driving into the parking lot to like park. The parking was weird too. There was like I was parking in places that we weren't really parking the years prior, so that was a little weird. I feel like it was more like hectic and not as organized as before. What else killed it for me this year?
Having to go with these guys.
Yeah, having to worry about Tyler, like, not dying or like not being upset because he's walking too much, which you did pretty good. I honestly thought you'd be upset by the end of the first day and you'd be like, "Why am I here?" You know, but no, you did good. Good job.
No, I loved every second, dude.
It's a good time.
That's what's up. I fuck with that answer. I like this.
Sorry I stressed you out.
Yeah.
You got some stuff to show
Yeah.
off a little bit.
So I'll have them to you since you guys are in the camera. So this is
You're on the
2017's
camera,
box.
too.
Yeah,
I just don't know which ones I like. But
Yeah,
you guys
you
are like
show
the
both of them.
hosts, yeah. That's 17.
this is 17.
That's
So
18.
when you get your EDC ticket, you'll get in like this box sort of thing, and your ticket's literally this bracelet, like the one I'm wearing right now. And in it, it's not only just your bracelet, but there's like magnets and stickers and all this shit. There's is there a picture book in every one of them too?
Yeah, there's a picture book.
There's like a picture book in every one of them that kind of show you like the pictures of the last year and everything, and it's kind of like not the rules, but like the guidelines sort of to go by. So if you're not too sure, I would definitely read up on it.
Wow,
This is kind of
Yeah,
cool.
there's
Like talk shit on me.
Shut your mouth.
dude.
I didn't read the book.
Yeah, so there's...
Unfortunately, we
He's
don't
been-
have this year's. We all kind of fucking dropped the ball on that one, but
Yeah, so I have every year 17 and up, but this year.
Except for this year.
Except for this year, the one that just happened.
so yeah, that's like the inside of the
But I
17.
even still have the full bracelets, like not even ripped. It's dedication, guys.
From dusk till dawn. That's kind of cool.
Dude, that is insane. Under the electric sun.
Well, they call it the electric sky now, huh?
Yeah, no, it is the electric sky. I just said it bad.
He's too turned. He's too excited.
This is most of
This-
getting it. Oh, dude, you know what I forgot to do?
The Barstool's broken.
Yeah.
The local beer.
That's okay.
We could do it for the end. It's alright. That's fucking so cool. Damn, now I wish I had more of these. I want to collect them now.
This is really why you do it, huh?
Yeah, it's honestly just the books.
Yeah, just for the fucking box.
Yeah, there's been times where I'm like, you know what, I don't need to go this year, but I'll just fucking spend $300 on a book. So.
Let me see that one. Let me see. Yeah, that one.
I didn't do
Oh, dude, I fucking like this design, bro. This one's sick.
It's like show and tell.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, and I don't know. Like the tickets, that was like a whole new thing to me too. It's just I don't know if like you guys have ever been to a show that does something like that, but how it has
No,
just,
they
like,
just usually
a chip in the bracelet, like
The ones that we went to, they're just like the disposable ones.
yeah.
Yeah, and a stamp.
So I feel like that's pretty cool. Like just, I mean, it's something you always have on you. You're not gonna lose this.
You felt
like,
cool just doing
once
this.
you tighten it. Yeah, and it's just easier, cooler to just kind of like tap your wrist and lights up green and tells you you're good, and they're like, okay, go ahead.
Fuck yeah.
And it's not like, oh, let me grab my ticket, and you're like trying to find it and like hand it to them, and then they scan it. And
What'd you guys think about going in, like from the ID check to the security to being in?
That was smooth. For like an event like this, especially like, you know, like, especially like what's been kind of going on in the world, right?
Mhm.
You know, with the scare of like shootings and stuff like that, right? They did a really good job on the security check, and they went through it really smoothly.
Right.
And EDC never had an issue. Well, I didn't hear of any issues.
I just have one question, and it's why does every security place want to check my knees?
Oh yeah, dude. Wait, did they check him on when we went to?
No.
No.
No, because I didn't
Just
go
have
through
really
the X-ray.
sexy knees or what?
What? Why?
Because they
Let
were
me see
checking
the
the other
knees.
people. They were checking those other people, and so the guy was just like, "Just come on through here, off to the side." So
And
I
he's
went
just
off to
like
the side.
fucking stroking your knees.
He's all-
Yeah, well, so like the TSA, every X-ray whatever thing or whatever that we
Yeah.
went through, they were like, "Hey,
I gotta
come
check
here.
your knees."
We gotta check your knees." And like you look over at the little diagram where it shows you like what's lit up, and for some reason both my knees were both lit up every time.
Probably get that checked.
And so
Yeah.
every time that I walked through, they're like, "I gotta check your knees. I'm gonna pat the back in front of your knees down. Is that okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Can't you just look at him?
But like even when we went to EDC, like I walked through and the guy's like, "Okay, I need to pat you down," and he would just like check my knees, like the bottom of my shorts, and I'm like, you can't tell that I'm not hiding something there, like.
Dude,
I didn't even get patted down on day 2.
let me see your knees, dude. Like, they're
I'm
pretty
gonna feel like
sick.
they're pretty normal.
Did something happen to you that you can't remember? Like you have
I mean,
like
it is a
knee
possibility.
replacements? Yeah, they just keep
Was-
beeping.
There's a lot of things that I can't remember, so it's a possibility.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
It's good times.
Orlando,
Yep.
what else you got on there?
Oh well, I guess our last night, because me and Tyler spent an extra night in Vegas. We kind of explored the Strip a little bit. I personally haven't really ever explored the Strip, so this was kind of fun. We just kind of went up and down, looked around. It was.
Did you guys
It
go
was fun
down
for me, but
Fremont
it's
Street?
different reason.
I don't think we did. No.
Fremont Street gets crazy.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Is Fremont Street the downtown? Like where they have
Yeah,
the like
the
zip
old
line and
school.
shit?
Uh-huh. Oh, that's the zip line. Oh, so then we did go down Fremont. Never mind. Then.
I don't remember if they have a zip line on Fremont.
I thought that they did, but
Isn't
Well, where we went, there was a zip line, and you can like zip line.
yeah, there was
over.
a zip line where
Is
we
it
were
like
at.
full of TVs?
Because we were next to Caesar's Palace is where we were at.
Yeah. we were
Oh
next.
yeah, I think you were
So yeah,
sick.
It was super cool. We went into a tilted kilt. That was a good time.
Tilted.
If you're
Kilt.
watching this, please.
Please.
Sit on my boy.
if you're there,
If you're
He
talking
misses
about
you.
if you're talking about that waitress, she's married.
That don't matter.
no, she's engaged. she's
Oh yeah, she's engaged. That's right.
and she didn't seem very happy with her boyfriend. I'm just saying.
How do you know that?
Because she was like, "I'm going to EDC tonight," and she was telling us about how she's like, "Yeah, I told my fiance I'm going to EDC tonight," and she's like, and he goes, "Oh, okay, well have fun,"
I'll be
and
like,
she's like, he's like, "Do you need money or something?" And she's like, well, "No," and he's like, "Okay," and she was just like, so I
I don't
was
know, I
like,
don't see a
"Okay," so I
problem with that.
came.
that was your cue to be like, that's when you should just hit me up. Probably come with us.
Yeah, you start doing a little move, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta be like, let me show you through this crowd real quick, girl.
I think, around the time that she was like, "I've been talking to you guys way too much. I'm sorry. Is there anything I can get you?" And someone was like, "Well, we're ready for our checks."
I'm ready to leave.
So Tyler's still schmoozing.
Yeah, dude. You're not like a homie, dude. You're just all like, your friend's getting it and you're just upset that she's talking to him and now you're just like, I need to go.
Just hanging
Yeah,
around
dude,
us
I
for
just-
a while.
Or you're just,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's just that I don't think there was much to work with. I mean,
he didn't
just
believe.
saying,
I
like,
don't believe.
No faith.
Yeah.
My friend.
I mean,
Bruh.
think about it. She's engaged and shit. I was just like, well,
Hey man, it's Vegas. What happens in Vegas?
Comes
Comes
back
with
to you.
Yeah, 9 months later.
In 18 years.
Yeah, saying that you're the father.
What happens in Vegas shows up in your next doctor's appointment. Oh fuck.
But what else happened when you were in your last day?
Yeah.
oh, that was about it.
That was it.
Oh, we went through like a dark alley on the way back to our
Just for
hotel.
shits and giggles.
No,
No,
not on the way back. On the way there.
no, there was still that part where there was just like nothing there.
Hey,
After
did-
we crossed that busy road,
That wasn't really an alley.
still it was like pretty.
That was like the
secluded.
entrance.
No, it wasn't. That's the
It
back
was. You
entrance.
walked right into the casino.
There's the back entrance.
Not a back entrance. We walked into the back entrance through a back alley because you just wandered.
No, the other when we were going home.
Yeah, that wasn't really an out. We were next to the road.
That's what, but
There
still,
was
though,
lights everywhere.
that would let him. Nah.
He's like, I didn't refuse to admit.
Either way, though, that's nothing exciting happened other than that.
I did have a question. I forgot though.
Thanks for letting us know.
I just wanted to let you guys know I did have a question. I'm trying to see if it comes back.
We should have that beer real quick.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
You guys up for a beer?
Yeah.
Sure. We let Caesar ponder over there.
Yeah. Ooh.
What do we have?
We are having Idaho Sexy, a huckleberry wheat from Radio Brewing Company.
Never heard of him. The can is lovely.
Yeah, it's kind of like the.
Not as lovely as that waitress.
No, you're never gonna live that down. Huh?
Nope.
I guess not. Fuck.
We all
I
find our
got her
biggest
Twitch.
love.
You got her Twitch. It's fine. You'll be able to watch her.
You got her-
later.
How'd you get
Twitch?
that? Like, did she just like, oh yeah? follow
Well,
me
she
on-"
brought it up. She
Yeah.
was like, so she goes, because we had she asked us, she's like, where do you guys work? And I was like, oh,
Oh,
I
I
told her
get
where we
it. She's
work.
Hook up.
networking.
Yeah, she wants to hook up.
No, dude.
No,
Dude,
so she was just like,
that's the reason why, too. Because she was just like, kind of like wanting about.
It
'cause
sounds.
She was asking about graphics cards and shit, and I was like, oh, so you're one of those. I see now.
It sounds like to me that you're gonna be paying for an OnlyFans.
Does she have one?
That was the question he had.
yeah.
Well,
All right, well, let's have this beer here.
I guess you'll never know, man.
I'm gonna find out.
Yeah, I'm gonna find out.
Cheers.
Orlando ain't gonna be around forever.
Orlando can't fuck it up the second time.
Cheers, everybody.
Huh?
Huh is right.
Do you guys review this?
Yes.
Very
Yes.
interesting.
Yeah.
The wheat. Never had a huckleberry wheat beer.
Yeah. It,
Everybody, that's why we picked it, because
I've
we're
had like
like,
huckleberry ciders and like
Huckleberry lemonade.
but never
Yeah,
had
I have
seltzers.
Do you guys taste any huckleberry?
Oh yeah.
oh yeah.
I taste mostly huckleberry and then the bitterness.
Well, you've been having that too.
Okay.
Shout out to B-Box. We are in no way, shape, or form affiliated.
Yeah, you guys ruined my my Friday.
Why?
Fucking beatbox.
Oh.
Good stuff though.
All right, I guess we'll go around the horn and rate this guy. I'll go first. I'll give it a 4. That is not a good combo. I'm gonna straight up say it. It's those are two flavors that should not mix very well. Huckleberry and wheat should stay as far away as possible from each other. 4. Nope, 3.
Okay.
You're next, buddy.
All right. I'm gonna give this. I'm gonna give it a 4, dude. Like you said, they don't really complement each other very well, and I think one of the biggest things that throws me off is like they're very polarized when you drink it as well too. So like the first initial thing that hits my palate is a huckleberry, and
Yep.
then it's like killed. It's like dead stopped in its track by the bitterness and like off-putting flavor of the wheat, not balancing out the huckleberry sweetness.
Yep.
And I think it's not there for me. So I'm gonna give it a 4 because at least the first second of the sip I enjoyed.
I'm gonna say 3.
Yeah.
I originally was like, we're rating this. I'm like 3. This is a 3. I'm not like I like wheat beers because like fucking what is another wheat beer?
Blue Moon.
Michelob.
Michelob. Those taste good, but like I don't know. So something about the huckleberries is not complements this very well.
Yeah. What do you think?
I don't think you guys want to hear what I have to say.
No, dude, we
Just say it,
definitely want to
just
hear
say
it.
I mean, I just want to say I don't like beer.
This is straight trash.
Like,
though.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's okay. We have
Yeah, I like just a 0. Like,
yeah.
like
Absolute garbage.
yeah.
Don't try. Take
I just,
off your
I
shelf.
I don't know. I don't like beer, so this is just another one that I just don't like.
Dude, you know, Orlando, those rates from people who don't like beer are some of my favorites to listen to.
Oh yeah, they're so funny.
Because yeah, they're funny as fuck. Juan not
Juan?
liking IPAs, dude, is fucking hilarious.
He's like, it hurts.
What?
Yeah,
He'll take a sip and gag, dude. He's like,
Oh my god.
yeah. He does not like IPAs at all.
Like mentally, I gag, but I don't do it physically. Like in my head, I'm like, yeah, mentally, I'm like, oh my god, don't drink anymore. But I'll finish them.
you don't have to finish this.
Did we
You
not
gotta
drink
finish it.
beers at your house?
So there's essentially like 2 beers that like I can stand, because one would be Coors Light.
Water.
Like I can, yeah, essentially, yeah. So and then the other is Corona. Like
I thought you were gonna say Keystone.
no, like those are the only 2 that like I can like. And the thing is like I won't willingly like go out of my way to drink them. But if like I'm somewhere and someone's like, "Hey, do you want a Corona? Like, do you want a Coors Light?" Sure, I'll take one. Like, and I'll be
water
okay.
and water light.
Yeah. But like other than that, I haven't found anything that I'm okay with.
We should have had Keystone.
Yeah, Keystone's good as hell. I love Keystone.
I honestly never had Keystone.
One beer that I found that was really good is PBR. I didn't think it was that good.
PBR?
It's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a cheap beer spectrum. So that's like, well, what we've started doing is like, when we first started drinking beers, we were like, the classics, right? The big brand names.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I moved here years ago, I started drinking craft beer, and that's kind of one of the reasons why we do this on this show, because Orlando didn't drink much craft beer, but now he fucking loves craft beer. And like the people that we bring on, some people really like it, some people are just starting, but sometimes people find out that they like something, but they would have never tried it on their own.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this one's not it though.
Yeah, no, I get it. This is shit.
This is a poor choice by our part.
Yeah.
We went by the can, so
It's like a book by its cover type.
This
thing.
is Idaho.
oh yeah, 100%. This is
Idaho,
a book
not so sexy. Oh man.
We'd never
You'd
actually
have to
heard
drink
of
a lot of this to make it sexy.
Yeah.
We've actually never heard of Radio Brewing Company, so I think that's like one of the other reasons why we picked it up too, because we're like, oh shit, we've never really seen this over at the local brew spot at the local Albertsons. Shout out to Albertsons.
Yeah.
It's fucking the best Albertsons.
You're the
in
one
no way,
right here,
shape,
the
or
Mark-
form.
Yeah, the
that
Meridian- the one in
one's
Meridian.
shit. Yeah, I live right in front of there.
Yeah.
Kick
Fuck,
ass.
yeah.
You live at the village.
No, like it's like it used to be like over on the other like just like half a street that way, and it's like right there. It's like within a mile.
Yeah, I know
It's
where
like
you're
right in
at.
front of it.
Yeah,
You know where I live?
Yeah, dude. Apartment 14C.
Shit.
Just kidding.
It's like, fuck, he had it right.
I'm all like,
No, dude, that I get it. But what was I gonna say? I don't know, dude. I think we kind of covered the majority of this, Squid.
Yeah, EDC was the shit. Go if you can. I have to go again. If I don't, I fucking failed at life. I have to go again.
he's like, nah, I fucking had to go. Now I'm gonna kill myself.
Caesar.
Camping next year?
Yeah, I'm probably going camping next year.
Me and you.
I want to do
Yeah, I'll
the
probably go
camping.
camping next year. Hey man, you didn't plan this shit one with me, dude. You just fucking were like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm going. Well, fucking, by the way, I'm going.
Next year. I'm telling you now.
He wants to plan stuff with you now.
Yeah, nah, we'll see. We'll talk about it.
Dude, just be petty. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
someone be fuck this guy.
Yeah, dude, for real. How long have you been trying to convince him
For
to go?
real, for real. Literally like 4 years.
And literally the 1 year I asked him, he's just like,
Yeah,
let's go.
fuck that bitch. He has the audacity to tell me like 2-3 weeks before we actually go. He's like, oh yeah, by the way,
No,
I'm
no,
going
no,
to
no,
DC."
no, no. I told you when I bought the ticket, and I bought the ticket way before that.
I don't know. Don't
Because I
recall.
sent you the email that I got that said, "Hey, like you're going to EDC."
How did you get a ticket? Because you got it later, huh?
No, I got mine back in December. I think he got his like a month later.
Was that already in December? God damn.
I don't
Time
remember how
flies.
long ago it was.
Orlando bought started doing the prepay thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
It was
what I
like the
did too.
pre-release.
Oh yeah, they do payment plans by the way, so it's totally affordable.
The only thing that isn't is just being at the strip or being there.
Oh fuck yeah! I feel like if you're
None
there-
of it.
No, the strip should be its own like the strip. If you're gonna go and enjoy the strip,
Don't buy the cocktails at EDC. They are expensive.
Yeah, you'll spend like $120 on yourself. just for, like, four.
$127,000.
Spend about 180.
oh yeah, that
on
fucking
Sunday.
bill.
Yeah.
Dude, I saw this dude
Oh,
pull up
yeah.
200. I think the same guy
So-
totaled the new night is 200,000.
No, dude. So that our waitress.
Oh yeah, it's actually her friend.
Yeah, her friend. She's like, my friend was there the other night. She goes, he spent $167,000
On like Red Bull buckets and shit.
Yeah, literally.
Space Tea bucket, All Are Welcome, Perrier, Ace of Spades.
What is all our welcome?
I don't know.
That might be just,
$1,500 or
that might be like a VIP
$11,000
shit.
though.
Damn, bro.
It was that guy mating on that park bench.
he forgot his card and everybody's just racking it up.
He's just getting it on. I don't give a fuck. That's crazy. Who spends that much?
Dude, Ace of Spades Rosé 2 for $3,200, dude. Like, Jesus.
Anyway, closing thoughts.
I wish I was rich.
Caesar, closing thoughts.
Just in general, like about the
Anything that you want to shout out, anything that you want to say, whatever's on your mind, man.
shout out Pascual for creating an event that lets us all come together and experience these type of things. Is really a good thing.
Fuck yeah. Tyler, closing thoughts.
Shout out Caesar for letting me go to Camp EDC with him next year.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
No, anything else y'all want to add to it?
No, we're good.
You good?
Yeah.
You got a good show going on here.
Orlando, closing thoughts.
I think I've pretty much already said it. Like I said, dude, go if you can.
Yeah.
Go if you can. And like I said, I have to go again.
No, there's
And I
enough
have to
people.
fucking bring
Stop
this
going.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't show
There's
this.
too many people. Stop.
No, so I just want to say this last thing before we wrap everything up. If there's one thing that I got from this podcast, as I absolutely has reignited the flame for adventure that I have, and listening to these guys' stories and all the crazy things that go on and all the different possibilities and different times you could have with great people and having to experience the different energies that everyone else can bring on. It just, has reignited that lust for adventure for me. And if you take anything away, just bring that adventure back and don't let your crazy side die. And I'm just happy you guys took the time and that you guys shared your stories with us. It's been fucking fun. I had a great time. And I don't know how else to close this out other than thank you guys for listening. And as always, be safe and stay thirsty.